Hello, second grade. It is Miss Waschek, one of the music teachers here at Cron Elementary. So I'm going to show you how we do this worksheet for writing our music notes. So this is a worksheet for second grade for the second 9 weeks. That's the second grading period. And our memory song, our core song, is called Apple Tree. So you should have this worksheet. It was in the toolkits for the online students, or you can print it from Schoology. So these dash marks here represent the steady beat of the song. So I'm going to use my pencil to tap the steady beat while we sing. Here we go, apple tree, will your apples fall on me? I won't cry, I won't shout, if your apples knock me out. So there's exactly enough steady beats for the whole song. I'd like you to cross this word, the word and, cross it out, because the version we sing at Cron does not have that word. We sing, I won't cry, I won't shout, if your apples knock me out. Now, I'm going to use the point of my pencil to keep track of our words. Notice how the words are separated into their syllables. First syllable, second syllable, apple. And they do that to show that those two sounds for apple happen on one steady beat. And that gives us a clue to what the rhythm is. So let's sing it again and keep track of the words. Ready, go, apple tree, will your apple fall on me? I won't cry, I won't shout, if your apples knock me out. Now, this R word is rhythm. The rhythm is our tas and TTs. T, T. So this first beat, apple, has two sounds, so we're going to use our TT. So we draw a TT. If you're not sure how to draw it, use this picture up here to trace, and then just practice making it smaller. The beat for tree is just one sound, so we use a ta. Apple tree, and then the same thing again, ta. I'm just going to continue with the rhythm. You already know this rhythm. It's the same we've been practicing this whole second quarter for apple tree. Very good. So let's tap and say the rhythm to apple tree with our T's and Tas. Here we sing apple. Oh, my mistake. I'm supposed to be saying Tas and TTs. Start again with me. Here we sing T-T-Ta, T-T-Ta, T-T-T-T-T-T-Ta, T-T-Ta, T-T-Ta, T-T-T-T-T-Ta. Very good. Now on top of the steady beats is where we're going to put our solfege. Solfege is the name for our sounds do, mi, so, and la. Just like we know that letters are A, B, C, D, and numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. Solfege is our music sounds, do, mi, so, and la. These are called solfege, just like these are numbers and those are letters. So our solfege for apple tree starts with so. S for so. How many so's happen on the first beat? 2. 1, 2. So, so. So I'm going to write both so's on the same beat. Apple tree, so, so, me. I'm going to write an M for me. So, so, me. So, so, me. So, so, la, la, so, me. So, so, me. So, so, me. So, so, la, la, so. And our newest note is do. So D for do. I make my L's cursive in one loop so that it looks different from a ta. You do not have to make the loop. You can write just a regular L. And in music, we don't use capital L because capital letters mean something else in music. It's not part of solfege. Now, when you are finished copying the rhythm and the solfege, then we begin putting the notes on the staff. So if you look at your note bank, this tells you, it gives you the picture of where the notes on the staff go. I'd like you to cross these stems out and then draw a stem going up. For this song, for this assignment, it will be easier if you put the stems up. Now, D stands for do, M stands for me, S stands for so, and L stands for la. So anytime there's a do in your song, it will go on this space. Anytime there's a me, that space. Anytime there's a so, that one. And anytime there's a la, it will be on this line. You can tell it's a line because the line's kind of cutting through the note. And on a space, it's fitting in the space between the lines. So that's how you know which one's line and which one's space. So which space is do on? 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's on 1. Which space is me on? 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's on the second one. Good. Now what about so? 1, 2, 3, or 4? The third one. Now which line is la on? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 4. So when we write the notes on our staff down here, that's where we will put them. So our first beat, this area in between my fingers, that's the area we're going to draw the so-sos. Right in here. So now we know that so goes on the third space, so we count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. Draw a circle in the space, color it in, add a stem. But we have 2 so's. So 1, 2, 3. It goes near the other one. Add a stem. Notice how my 2 notes fit over this area. Now we need to make these 2 notes into a TT because that's the rhythm here. So this has a beam connecting them, so we have to draw a beam to connect it up here. There we go. So. Now in this area is where we will put our me. Me goes on the second space, 1, 2. Draw a circle, color it in, add a stem. Good. So the rest you do by yourself. You have so, so, me. So you find the correct space, draw the notes, then add add the stems, and if it's beamed here, then you have to beam it up here too. If there's no beam, you just leave it alone by itself. So this is what we're seeing how much you know. So show your music teacher how much you know, and you finish by yourself putting the rest of the notes in each of these measures for the whole rest of Apple Tree until it's all the way done with knocks me out, so, so, do. When you're finished, you take a picture of this. You don't need the whole page. You don't need to fit the whole page in. Even if you just fit this bottom part that shows your work, take a picture of it and you submit it in your Schoology music course. And if you have questions, you can ask your music teacher for more directions.